Have Cloud Imperium Games screwed 300 series owners with the launch of the RSI Aurora Mk II? That is the question I was asking myself at the very beginning after seeing this ship. But when you look at the description, it looks like, at least on paper, the Aurora Mk II can do everything the 300 series does, but for cheaper. However, when you take a close look, you will notice that there are a few differences that justify the price difference and keep the Aurora into the starter category, so let's take a look. So we already compared the size of the second generation of Aurora to the first one in our previous video, but it's interesting to also compare it to a ship that's supposed to be slightly more upscale. Normally, it should be the 100 series that should be compared to the Aurora, as they are both starter ships, but I wanted to see if the new version could become a threat to the category above. At a height of 8 meters, the 300 stands taller, but it is slightly shorter in length by only 50 centimeters for a total of 27 meters. The width is of course larger at 17 meters because we're comparing the footprint here, not the size in flight. So if you are solely looking at it from a footprint perspective, both ships are about the same size, which is something worth considering if you'd like to carry them in the larger ship where space is always limited. But the real question lies in performance. Can the Aurora Mk II perform at least as effectively as the base model, the 300i, which is sold at $60, which is $20 more than the base Aurora Mk II, and $10 more than the Aurora with its defense module, which is the configuration we're using for comparison?
We're making some last-minute adjustments.
First, let's take a look at the combat capabilities of the Aurora Mk II, which is rather impressive for a $40 starter. Featuring 4 size 2 laser repeaters, it inflicts 669 points of damage per second, while the Origin 300i, equipped with 3 size 3 guns, inflicts 1625 points of damage per second, which is more than double. However, with the addition of the defense module, the Aurora Mk II benefits from an additional size 1 shield, which can activate when its default shields are down, giving it an additional protection here the 300 series does not benefit from. Also, this module allows the Aurora Mk II to be equipped with an additional 8 size 2 missiles, which makes a total of 12 size 2 missiles, while the 300i only comes with 4 size 2 missiles. That can make quite a difference for any pilot who manages to keep their distances, making the Aurora Mk II more capable at eliminating light fighters from a distance. However, despite being very maneuverable, the Aurora Mk II is not as fast as the 300 series, which uses speed as a sales argument. At 1,230 meters per second, the Aurora Mk II is significantly slower than the 300 series, which can zoom at 1,440 meters per second, which is an absolutely ridiculous speed in the game and definitely is one of its biggest strengths. But enough with performance, let's now discuss features and practicality. The Aurora Mk II, at least in its combat configuration, can only carry 2 SCU of cargo, and it's worth noting that the configuration here is rather strange with 1 SCU on each side of the ship, meaning you will not be able to carry a 2 SCU container, making goods transportation extremely limited. The 300i can, however, carry 8 SCU, which is the same the Aurora Mk II can carry if it is equipped with its $10 cargo module. The Aurora Mk II also has features that make it more practical than the 300 series. For example, the Aurora is equipped with retractable steps, which allows for a quicker entry than the ladder of the 300 series. Inside, both beds are located at the rear of the interior, but the Aurora's bed is all you are going to get, while the interior of the 300 feels more luxurious with the addition of a kitchenette. The 300 also has a toilet, while the Aurora has an armor rack. However, the Aurora is equipped with an engineering screen, which is not the case for the 300 series, which has to be diagnosed from the cockpit's MFDs or from the screen right by your bed. And so when everything is said and done, no, Cloud Imperium Games haven't screwed over owners of the 300 series. What they have done, however, is raise the bar for what a starter ship can be. The RSI Aurora Mk II quite simply is one of the most capable entry-level ships we have ever seen in Star Citizen. It is versatile, it is surprisingly well armed, and packed with practical features that make it incredibly appealing for its price. But once you step beyond that first layer, the differences begin to matter. The 300 series is faster, significantly so, and it hits harder, carries more by default, offers a level of refinement and comfort that the Aurora, for all of its strength, simply doesn't aim to provide. And that really is the key here. This isn't the case of one ship replacing the other, it's a case of two ships designed for two different philosophies. The Aurora Mark II is about efficiency, getting the job done, adapting and surviving, while the 300 series is about control, about speed and performance, and enjoying the journey as much as the destination. So no, this is not the end of the 300 series. If anything, it's proof that the gap between starter ships and premium starters are getting smaller though. And so that's going to wrap it up for today, but now I am curious, where do you stand on this? Do you think the RSI Aurora Mark II gets a little too far for a starter ship? Or does the Origin 300 series still justify its place above it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I do read every single one of them, and I'm really interested to see where the community lands on this. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more comparisons like this one, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. With YouTube screwing smaller channels like mine, it genuinely helps more than what you might think. And if you'd like to go even one step further, you can also support the channel through Patreon. It's never required, of course, but it does make a real difference and helps improve the quality and frequency of the videos. Without my Patreon members, I would have quit a long time ago, so shout out to you guys for keeping the flame alive. I wish you guys a wonderful day as always, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.